Hello, folks, and welcome to tonight's MegaMets podcast for TNA Slammiversary 2025. But first, let's address a little all-in elephant in the room. Namely, that Adam Cole's career is officially over.
It is a great loss to us all.
I just didn't think it would come from hitting his head on the edge of the ring frame on a botched powerbomb by Kyle Fletcher.
It was an accident, wasn't it?
As far as I could tell, yeah, but still sufficiently damaged enough to where he basically has been told he's got to hang it up or it's going to cost him his life.
That would have been worse.
True. In any case, coming to us live from the UBS Arena from Elmont, Long Island, New York, it's TNA's Slammiversary 2025. At the moment, we have 7 matches on the card.
I'm looking at it on Wikipedia, and it's the exact same 7 on the card.
And we'll kick it off with, Tessa Blanchard against Indi Hartwell.
Yep, it's a one-on-one match.
Is there any reason? If one were to ask,
go ahead.
If one were to ask me, Indi picked the worst possible time to join TNA with this cancerous wench named Tessa Blanchard.
I honestly don't know.
I mean, funny enough, she and her father were supposed to be at the convention I went to in Pigeon Forge, but both last month, but both had to bow out. Tessa due to her TNA commitments, and her dad because her brother was graduating from the U.S. Navy, was attending her brother's graduation ceremony at the U.S. Naval Academy.
I see.
I'm never doing a Christian media convention ever again.
I do not blame you.
Vic Mignogna being there or not, that thing was boring.
Yikes. So I'm just going to make my pick now. I pick Indi Hartwell for this win.
I'm taking Tessa.
Fair enough. What's next on the card? Oh, it's this one. A tag team match for the TNA Knockouts World Tag Team titles. The Elegance brand, Ash by Elegance and Heather by Elegance, which with M by Elegance and the personal concierge in their corner, versus the Inspiration, Cassie Lee and Jessica McKay.
FKA the Iconics.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. The Elegance brand is boring to me. But then again, I have been able to watch a lot of TNA content over the course of a year. I mean, for the better part of a year, because of the fact YouTube basically shut down the membership. Because TNA shut down their YouTube channel membership.
Well, that sucks.
Well, sure, they're bringing back watching the streams every night, and I may consider doing watch-alongs on those streams on Discord if you want to sit through them with me. No commentary.
That's all right. I might consider. So, who to pick for this? This is just.
Let me see how long the Elegance brand have held the titles. See how long have they held it? They've held it. They've held the title since Sacrifice,
which was
March 14th.
Wow, that's about like 4 months now.
Yeah, when they beat Spitfire for them.
Yeah, I think the Elegance will. I vote the Elegance that will retain this.
I'll do the same.
Yeah, because it's a bit too early.
And again, they took the belts off Spitfire after 6 months.
Yeah, but anything can happen, so who really knows?
And the Militia held the tag titles last year for a little more than what the Elegance brand had them for this year.
Wow.
Anyway, let's move on.
We got ourselves another one-on-one match.
Yeah, this one pits Cedric Alexander against Mustafa Ali, the standard bearers of WWE's old 205 Cruiserweight branch, before it was basically kiboshed due to the negative effects of COVID.
Yeah, I know. But now, hopefully, they'll be able to deliver a solid match.
For Cedric, he was brought in basically to try to calm as a calming agent for Ali. But to Ali, he feels like he's going back under Cedric's shadow. And I'm not gonna lie, Ali's career has been on a greater trajectory since the shutdown of 205. With Cedric, he was basically stuck in the hurt business, and he was basically spinning his wheels in WWE. And since then, sure, he's gotten back into the indie scene, but for me, it's too little, too late. However, that said, someone needs to be reining in Mustafa's ego, and so I'm gonna go Cedric.
That's pretty fair. I will also go see Cedric. Time for a little humility for Mustafa Ali.
Yeah.
Next up, a singles match for the X Division title. The champion Moose versus Leon Slater.
Moose has held the title since the November taping of Impact when he defeated Speedball Mike Bailey in basically Speedball's last night with the company, or one of them.
Unexpected.
I even confronted Moose at WrestleCade last year, asking him when is he going to use option C, because in my view that title is a bargaining chip. But shockingly, we're a little more than 8 months through the title reign, and he hasn't gone out of his way to trade in for a world title shot yet.
Yeah.
And for those wondering who's got the record for longest stint as X Division champ, if I remember correctly, it's, let me see this. Hang on, let me see TNA championships, X Division reigns.
Yeah. So what's the play with this?
Austin Aries at 298 days.
That's a long time.
And Moose currently sits at 259.
Mm-hmm.
Since he won it on October 27th. Albeit that show was on a tape delay.
Yeah.
Do you let him keep the belt for another month and then rip it off him at Emergence?
I'll be picking Moose for this. Moose will retain.
I say enough is enough. I'm going Leon.
That's fair. Nice for a change of pace. Now we move on to the tag title match.
Fatal 4-way ladder.
Uh-huh. This one will be a crazy match. The MegaMets, the champions, of course, against the Hardys.
Wait, this is mine.
Okay, it's your turn. Yeah, I forgot it is your turn.
The MegaMets defend against First Class, AJ Francis and Casey Navarro, the Rascals, and the Hardys. On paper, this is in the Hardys' wheelhouse. It's a ladder match. But then again, you may never know.
I know.
Let's not kid ourselves with how much First Class have basically marked themselves as traitors to the TNA cause by buddying with Trick Williams. You know that the Rascals, the MegaMets, and the Hardys, at least briefly, will be willing to put their squabbling aside and kill First Class.
Mm-hmm.
Throw in the fact that AJ's not going to bother climbing up that ladder. He's going to throw more of the burden on KC. They got to pull the trigger on making the truly blessed one a babyface. So yeah, First Class is not winning this.
Yeah.
On a side note, I wouldn't be too surprised that tonight we also get a bonus match add to this card. Namely, The System and Matt Cardona against Dark State from NXT. Anyway, the Hardys not winning this as much as I would want to see them win the tag titles again. Kind of redundant since when you consider that was the one that their most recent stint with the tag titles in a ladder match.
Mm-hmm.
So it's either the MegaMets or the Rascals, in my point of view.
I'm probably going to be picking the Nemesis for this one.
Same. They'll find some way out of this.
Yeah. And now we reach the penultimate match, as they say. It's a title versus title for the TNA Knockouts World Championship and the NXT Women's title. The TNA champion Masha Slamovich with Lei Yin Lee and Xia Brookside in her corner against JC Jane, who has Fallon Henley and Jasmine Nix in her corner.
AKA the Fatal Influence. Let me just put it like this, going to WWE's Evolution this past Sunday. We all knew full well Jordan Grace was not winning. But did I expect Blake Monroe to turn heel? No, I did not.
Yeah.
That said, this and the main event both have the same implications. I mean, similar yet opposite implications. NXT Invader trying to take the TNA title, and the defender the TNA champ having to go out of their way to try to keep it in house.
Yep.
And while at the same time do a little turnabout fair play on NXT.
Yeah.
We know Carlos Silva, the guy who runs TNA, is going to be watching this as carefully as he did with the Joe Hendry versus Trick William match at Battleground.
Uh-huh.
Does Masha hold on to the title and take the NXT title with her? Ironically enough, I'm going to say yes, as basically this kind of ties into this Blanchard Hartwell match that starts the show. Oh, because in my view, they're building up Masha Slamovich versus Tessa Blanchard at Bound for Glory in October.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes no sense to take the belt off Tessa and put it on JC if you're building it that way.
Yeah.
Build up that match. I say have Masha get her paws on the NXT title, albeit brief, and hold on to it for a brief spell. I mean, at worst, she'll drop it at Heat Wave. At best, she drops it at either No Mercy or Halloween Havoc.
Yeah. I'm probably going to pick Masha.
And now the main event. Triple threat match for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. The Usurper, NXT, and defending TNA World Heavyweight Champion. NXT's Trick Williams defends against the realist Mike Santana and the former champ
Who's the former champ, of course. You have Joe Hendry, Trick Williams, and Mike Santana. Trick Williams is the champ.
Just amen. Joe Hendry.
Oh,
This came about because initially Santino was going to volunteer Joe Hendry to challenge at Slammiversary. And this pissed a lot of TNA fans, including myself, off because it should have been Mike Santana. It makes sense as he's a Puerto Rican American-born wrestler. He's lived his whole life in the NYC. It's his hometown, and it should have gone to him. So after fan backlash, he was inserted into the match, and it made a triple threat. Now, on paper, we all knew Trick wasn't going to hold the TNA World title all that long. I knew he was going to beat Santana the night, just a couple of days after he beat Hendry for it at Battleground, and we knew he was going to retain against Elijah at Against All Odds.
yeah.
So that said, we don't, as much as fans would want to see Joe Hendry hold the title again, that's not what they're going to want this time around. Plus, let's face it, Joe's run was less about building up TNA and building up his portfolio, or more than anything else, if you ask me. So, you want to send the New York home crowd happy? TNA, pull the trigger and put it on Santana.
So who's going to win this one? You got 3 different people. I know Joe Henry wants that title back.
Yeah, but let's not kid ourselves. There will be a huge amount of fan backlash, as bad if not worse than when he was put into this match in the first place. At least if he wins it. And it'll be nuclear backlash if Trick retains. So the only choice is to put it on Santana.
Yeah.
And that's the road I'm going to take.
I'm just going to pick Mike Santana.
Same with me. Speaking of what I mentioned with Dark State, all the TNA locker room needs to be at full force to ensure that this match stays clean. Even the assholes who have sided with Trick Williams know they've got targets on their back. I mean, those people that are TNA turncoats. First Class, Frankie Kazarian, and a few others. I'm not sure if they exist. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In any case, that's it for the MegaMets. Tomorrow we'll do a doubleheader for Pro Wrestling Noah's
A double whammy, they say. What time is it? At 7?
Yeah, 7
Good,
tomorrow
I'll
night.
be there.
The events
But
are
there
this
is something
weekend.
I'll mention. I'll probably be a few minutes late because I'm going to be visiting my brother. He has now a baby girl. He's a dad to a daughter.
Oh, congratulations!
Indeed. So if anything, we can just move it at least to 7:30 to be safe, because I'm going to be with my brother's place. Yeah.
That's it for tonight's MegaMets. Comment, like, share, and subscribe. Think about one more, and you'll be matched with me, Uncle of 3.
Nice.
Goodbye. Good night. Bang.
Bang. I'll see you then.
I'll get set up.
Right, for tomorrow.